Hello. We had planned to be back to normal this weekend after our little tangle with red tape, and I went out earlier in the thunder and lightning and the pouring rain to give you an idea of why we're not going to do a market stall this weekend, because it was chucking it down and the microphone didn't turn on. So I was more than a little bit peeved because I wanted to capture the thunder and let you hear it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to voice over the video that I made just to let you see what we've been doing, and then I'll come back in at the end and we'll do a catch up on what's happening with the project and what's next. So as you can see, it was chucking it down. This was the olive tree that we rescued from B&M. It was in a terrible state, but as you can see, it's recovering and the little olives are actually growing. So I'm well pleased with that. I'm glad we rescued it. Seems to be doing really well. That's our new fig tree out in the rain. And then when I got to the gate, if you look at the pavement, you can see the rain just came absolutely hammering down. So over to the project to give you an idea of what's going on over there. And our first bed, as you come in on the right, is the bed of beans. Let's get a look at them. How amazing is that? We're going to have loads of beans this year. It's absolutely incredible. And then behind them are the secondary and main crop potatoes, which as you can see are all flowering already. We did have to take out the new potatoes. They were all ready, so we had to harvest them. In this bed here we have leeks and spring onions, which are doing really well. The bed next to it was our new pak choy, which is also bolted. Annoying. And then our salad leaves and some chard that seem to be doing really well. We decided to try leeks in a tub, or in some tubs this year, and they seem to be doing okay. But look next to them. Do you remember the kids that peed in the pot? Yep, there's the result. We have pea pods. So well done, kids. Pleased with that. Now, we bought some more berry bushes. We now have 18 in total, and the idea is to plant these along the fences so that they scramble up and over the fences and cover the fences so you can't see them. They're thornless so that they won't harm the kids. And more berries, what can I say? These are our new blueberries. We have 9 of them because we got them for an excellent price. And then up the back here, these are our outside tomatoes, which I didn't really think would do very well up here, but they seem to be quite happy. Likewise, our courgette. We have 2 courgettes in the greenhouses and crubs, but this one seems to be quite happy there. It seems to be doing quite well. Now on to the top, where we've had a bit of a disaster. Everything's either bolted or been munched. So this was our broccoli, and it just bolted overnight. Likewise, our chard, we've got one bed of chard which is not too bad, but this one, look at it, well and truly bolted. But this is exciting. Our passion flowers are flowering. How beautiful are these? And we have so many buds. Look at the buds. So eventually that'll just scramble all over the top fence. It'll be beautiful. And next to that, the popcorn is doing really well. We've got another 2 beds. I'll show you those in a minute. And then in the middle here, so you can't really see these, I'll just explain it. These are the kohlrabi, and the leaves are all getting munched. There was a butterfly got in under the net, I don't know how. Same with this is cauliflowers and German cabbage. They're getting munched as well. And yet, this bed, completely uncovered with red cabbage and cauliflowers, seems to be doing fine. This was the pak choy that bolted earlier, but we kept it so that we could get the seeds from it. And our salad leaves are perfectly happy. They don't seem to care. The kids' pick and mix bed has done really well. We've had a lot out of that, and we've replanted it, so it's doing really well. And the next beds are our corn, but at this stage the rain came hammering down and I had to make a belt back to the garden. So here we are. Those are the giant strawberries, and the little pots are all the runners that we potted up from them into the first crub. And these are cucumbers. Many, many, many are the cucumbers that we have in here. There's loads of them. They're absolutely everywhere. But what I really wanted to show you in this crub is the thing that I'm so excited about, because I can hardly believe it myself. Look what we have grown. Melons. Look. We've got one there, and then we've got one at the other side. I am absolutely delighted with that. Melons. Now these little plants at the door, I wasn't sure if they were going to come to anything, but look, golden berries. So you see the little flowers at the top, they turn into these fruits that go papery and the fruits inside them. So they're amazing. I can't believe they've come. Into the other crab. Now it's entirely possible I may have slightly overdone the tomato plants this year. Possibly. But you have to look at these tomatoes. I mean, look, they're gorgeous. And we're going to have so many of them. We'll have loads of tomatoes to give away this year, so make sure you come and get some. Just masses of them. And finally, some chili peppers. So as you can see, there's quite a lot going on, not only in the project, but in the uteries, in the crubs. But I thought, well, I've shown you the front, so it's only right that I show you what's going on in the back as well. So come have a look. These plants I brought out this morning to water them. And then the heavens opened, so they've been double watered. And they've taken a bit of batter in there as well. Now inside this netted polytunnel, which is netted to keep the cats out, these are our strawberries. And you can see we've got masses of them. This one little bed of onions ready for the last of them to be harvested, but that's all our strawberries. And then these seedlings plants are to go round to the project. The courgette's not doing too well in here, it doesn't seem very happy, but look, yay, more tomatoes and some basil. So we also have another fig tree in here. We got that one last year, so it's doing quite well. But this is what I'm most excited about. Have a look at our grapes. Look, there's masses of them. There's just bunches hanging down all over the place. Now last year I think we got a total of 6 grapes, not 6 bunches, 6 grapes. So I'm very, very, very pleased with how it's going this year. These are just looking absolutely amazing. I think we can call that a success. And down here, these are all the plants that need to go over onto the project to get planted out. So we have sprouts, we have cauliflowers, cabbages, chicory, and mango wurzels. Yes, we do. Now, as many of you know, the reason we've been on pause for a couple of weeks centres around the new PVG, Protecting Vulnerable Groups legislation, and us getting clarification of what we needed to be compliant. We've got all that sorted out now, so we should have been able to just jump right back in this weekend as normal. However, I believe the weather is to continue in this vein for the rest of the weekend. So we probably won't have a market stall this weekend, but we do have all the new potatoes have been harvested. We have onions. What else do we have? We've still got salad leaves, strawberries, courgettes, cucumbers, many, many, many cucumbers. Come and get your cucumbers. So during the week, if you're around, if you're passing by, please come and get some of this food, because it's just, the harvest is just coming thick and fast now. And it would be lovely to see you all again. It's been very isolating, not having the garden the way it was prior to that. So thank you all for your patience. And yeah, let's get going again. So we couldn't do the tatty hawk for the kids, the new potatoes, because this was ongoing. So the next set of potatoes, when the next set of potatoes are ready to harvest, we will have the tatty hawk as we always planned to. So it'd be great to see you all there. Kids big and small, come and get your hands dirty. We're partnering with some new organisations. Talks are still in the early stages, but we will have some new organisations that we're going to be working with as well. So that's excellent, because it helps to let people see just what we can provide here. And so much of that is thanks to you guys, the local people who've made this so much of a success. So thank you all again. I will see you all at some point in the week, I hope. Yeah, come and get your stuff. And next weekend, we will be back to Market Stall as usual. All right, have a great weekend, and we'll see you all soon. Bye-bye.